for a minute.
Before getting signed to TSM, it was a lot of question marks. I didn't really know what I wanted or what I wanted to do. You know, I was streaming, but I only had a limited time to stream because I remember when I first streamed, I'd be in my room and I'd be loud, and then my mom came up to me and she's like, "What are you doing in here?" You know?
Ooh. It's up all the way. Oh, it's not, but there you go. It's really loud.
Growing up, my parents both had me at a young age. My dad was 17 and my mom was 16. So of course things happened. They ended up splitting up, and then I moved in with my mom, and I grew up with my mom for a long time.
Daryl was always a little bit on the shorter side. We called him Tweety for a while because he had a little body and a big head like Tweety. He probably doesn't remember that. And then one of the games that was out at the time was called Bonks. So the character in the game would go around hitting things with his head. So that was definitely Daryl.
I went through a lot of different sports, but my first sport ever was soccer, and I remember my first ever game. Keep in mind, there was no goalkeepers because we were so young. First game, 7 goals. So yeah, I was very quick, very fast, and I fell in love with soccer from a very young age, and I played it for a very long time. I got pretty good, and then my high school year, a guy slide tackled my ankle and pretty much snapped my ankle up. I had a severe ankle sprain, and my entire ankle and leg was blue and purple. So then after that, I just kept going to relapse, sprain after sprain after sprain, and then I sprained both of my big toes too. So
the fuck?
Well, he always played video games.
His feet fucked up.
Probably about the same age, about 4 or 5. He started playing any video game that you could imagine. He was the only child till he was 10 years old, so he had access to, we got him pretty much any game system that he wanted.
Oh man, playing video games, I've played them like, since I can remember. I mean, my first game ever was on Super Nintendo, and I was with my cousins, and we were literally in the country, blowing out the little cartridges. We were like, "Yo, it doesn't work, put it in, brother." My friends used to come knock on my door, and I'm like, I'm playing a video game, buddy.
His friends would come over to ask if he wanted to come outside and play, and he would tell them, "Mom, tell them no, I just want to stay and play video games." So that's what he did. He just played video games nonstop. And
from a young age, I've always been inside playing video games. I've always been a gamer. I've had almost every console there is out there, so.
So around the age of 8, he started playing RuneScape. So
playing RuneScape since he was 8.
His hands on a PC, he was RuneScaping, and every computer that we ever had in the house would always have RuneScape on it and slow my computers down. But he really loved that game, and that's just, once he started playing that, I couldn't get him away from the computer.
He hasn't played RuneScape since he was 8.
I think we were babysitting. I'm pretty sure we were. And his mom had called, and he picked up the phone. He answered the phone and then put the phone down and picked up the orange and like started talking into the orange, and then realized like he was trying to PK at the same time and talking on the phone, and he realized like, oh,
that's pretty funny.
I'm talking to an orange.
As a kid growing up, you know, initially I wanted to be a fireman.
Talking into an orange.
Then, you know, I just wanted to be a doctor. Then I was like, you know, I want to go into a different area in the medical field. I'll be a nurse. And that was like my last goal. But growing up, I always struggled with what I wanted to do. It was kind of weird because I literally did not know what I wanted to do until I was like 20. And that's when I found out about streaming. Yeah, I just destroyed these guys. All dead.
I think you can live. Bring back one-shot pump, by the way.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
So I remember the day distinctly when Daryl came to me and told me that he wanted to stream. he said, "Mom, can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Sure." Daryl doesn't do that very much because he's pretty quiet and to himself. And he had his laptop out and he was like, "Mom, this is what I want to do." And he showed me the Twitch metrics. He was like, "Give me 1 year." And the tears were in his eyes, and I just knew that I've never seen him that passionate about anything in his life. So I just knew that I had to support him.
I would go to work, I was a delivery driver. I used to deliver food for 7 hours, come home at 1 a.m., stream from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., go to sleep for 5 hours, wake up again to do the same thing every day. And I did that for 5 or 6 months. And it all worked out for me because I got signed to TSM. Literally, I had like a month left to stream.
So when I found out he was definitely going to move to California, I just come to realize that I was prepared for that moment, and he was prepared for that moment because he came here and he has everything that he needs to be successful.
My ear's feeling funny. There we go.
I actually watched him a little bit when he had like around 100 to 300 viewers. I remember watching him and I was like, man,
that's me and my
insane.
Fluffy ass hair, dude.
He was the first person that really got me into editing, and I was like, wow. He was ranked 1 for a long time, and I was ranked 3 overall for solos. So me and him played against each other so many times, and he came in my chat and he was like, "Yo, do you have any interest in being an esports player?" And you know, I'm like, yeah, that's been like my dream since I was a kid. And then he messaged me, he's like, "Yo, I really want you in TSM," and I'm like, okay. Then TSM people start hitting me up. Lena messaged me, and I'm like, okay, what is happening? And I'm freaking out. Like, I'm like, you know, I had 13,000 followers when this is all happening. So. I was grinding Fortnite. I mean, I put blood, sweat, and tears in that game. I was playing 14 to 15 hours a day. I used to get 20 to 30 wins. And that was really the first game that I put that many hours into the game. And it was it was a grind, but it definitely paid off.
I'm not even gonna lie, like, when we have like campfires, like when we have campfires back in our backyard, I would like grab us.
Hey, real quick, before we go on any further, yo, Hamlinz like siblings are like a bunch of model babies, dude. And you'll see what I mean, right? Like, watch.
Stool and like look over his window and watch him play. It's funny.
Daryl was a huge inspiration.
Yeah, they got Dan. I recruited the initial roster. I picked out everyone on the initial roster. If you guys didn't know that, I seen somebody in chat ask or say something about it, so I should clarify.
Because like before he even started streaming, I never wanted to do anything about games at all. I just wanted to play them for fun. He started streaming and I just wanted to pursue it because I saw that he can make it. Why can't I?
My friends are just like, Hamlinz, your brother? No way. they're like, you gotta be lying or something like that. I'm like, come on, bruh. All I gotta tell you,
Shark!
I'm gonna be on the Meet TSM Hamlinz, and y'all gonna see me up there. I just saw Daryl growing more and more, and I was like, he's actually.
Oh man, shot himself up.
And it was just amazing seeing him become who he is now, and people like saying you're his brother is just cool. When I found out into TSM, I was like, what in the world?
Wait, what happened?
I didn't even know what Fortnite was.
What happened,
so I was
chat?
just like, I don't even know what this game is. I'm just like, okay, this man done made it to the top. I didn't even know until like last minute. The one thing he told me was, if I can make it, you can make it. So, like, I don't know, it just had a big impact on me in my soccer career. And I don't know, it just makes me want to work harder every day, do good in my life, you know.
Oh, his brother's like, come on, bro. Okay, never mind. Yeah, they're funny. They're funny kids.
I realized how much power that I actually have, and that, you know, I have to be a good role model to these kids.
Fuck, why can't I see chat?
You know, something as simple as kiss with a mouth, you know, if I say that and everybody starts repeating it, you know, it just shows that whatever I do, they kind of fall behind. There's so many people watching, you know, if you have 10,000 people watching you, imagine how many people are actually sad and going through depression, or just, you know, they had the worst day of their lives. And, you know, you might be the reason they feel better. So, you know, I always try to be in a good mood.
I just really want Daryl to continue.
Get them
following
feet
his
wet,
dream.
baby.
I know that this
Yeah.
has been his dream, you know, for a long time, just to do something that he was really passionate about. He always tells me to do what you love, and that everyone should do what they love. And that's just been an inspiration to me. And I just want him to continue to realize the impact that he can make to other people and his brothers and sisters and family and friends, and just to realize that anything is possible.
It's definitely a weird feeling, you know, because back in the day I used to stream in a shed, dude, like outside, no AC. It used to be freezing in there. I used to wear jackets every stream, and I would have a long 100-foot wire going out to the attic or going out to the shed. So it's like how you go from streaming in the shed to, you know, everybody in your family supporting you. And I just want to tell my parents specifically, you know, thank you for letting me do what I want to do, because, you know, you could have cut it off and told me, no, there's no streaming, you know, go to school. So I'm definitely blessed that my parents were willing enough to give me a chance. And
This video is really good, dude.
My goals, and, you know, tell your family you love them, be a family guy, etc., etc. You know, all that's definitely something you should be doing.
I mean, it just really overwhelms me with joy and just pride that he can actually have an impact on other people's lives, and that he can be an inspiration to, like I said earlier, to my kids, to other people's kids. And I just really want him to know that the words that he uses, the way that he feels and everything definitely impacts everybody. And for him to just be
Video
able
makes
to,
me happy.
to make people laugh and smile the way that he does is just so heartwarming for me.
There was definitely people in my life that told me, you know, I would tell them I wanted to be a streamer, and they would kind of look at me and be like, eh. And, you know, normal people, they would listen to them and just give up on what they're doing. So that's why I always tell people to not listen to these people. You know, if you think that's what you want to do in life, keep doing it.
Dude, watching these me videos always makes me want to like these are all of us, like Day and Hams are them now, you know what I mean? I wonder how it'd be if I made one, well not like made one, or like waited till I made mine like now and had like my family come in to Cali and stuff. I wish we would have been able to get Hams and Days like meat videos back when they were living at home. I think it would have been so amazing, but either way, like this is still, these are still like really good. I like Hamlinz a lot.